Hello students, I hope you all will be well. Right, today we are going to start our new chapter of economics, chapter 2, sectors of Indian economy. Chapter 2, sectors of Indian economy. We have read about sectors of Indian economy in class 8 as well as in class 9 also. But in this chapter we will go in deep. Here in class 10 we will go in deep in this chapter. Sectors of Indian economy. An economy is best understood when you study its component or sectors. An economy is best understood when you study its components or sectors. So, in CBSE notes, class 10, economics chapter 2, sectors of Indian economy, when you will learn three types of classification of economy. Three type of classification of economy. Number one, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Number two, organized and unorganized sector. And number three, private and public sector. To understand this chapter in a better way, try to relate the topics to your daily life. In these notes, you will also get familiarized with the fundamental concepts such as gross domestic product and employment, etc. So here we are going to start our economic activity. Right? Those activities which generates some income. Those activities which generate some income are known as economic activities. I told you in the first chapter what is economy means related to money. Related to money. And here those activities in which generates some income that gives us some income is known as economic activity. Economic activity that gives us income, that is known as economic activity. Example, I am a teacher. I am teaching you people. I am a teacher, I am teaching you people for what? For my own profit, for earning the money. I am teaching you, I am using my knowledge, and school is paying to us. School is paying to us, so I am indulged in an economic activity. Everything we are performing it is related to economic activity. You are sitting at home, right? That also you are a part of economic activity, means you are using the things, you are consuming the things, like you are using the fan, electricity you are using, you are eating the food. That is how these things will come. These things are coming with the help of money. So related to money, that is known as economic activity, and everyone is there in the economic activity. So suppose a teacher teaching in school for profit is making money from his work. I am teaching you, I am working on you. It means what is there? I am doing the work for the money. I am doing the work for the money. So next thing is there, division of economic activities. We have read earlier that classification of economic activity. Classification is primary, secondary, tertiary, public, private, or organized and unorganized. Here, division of economic activities. What is there? Division of economic activities. There are three sectors in the economic activity. There are three sectors in the economic activity. First sector is primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Primary sector related to farming activities. What is there relating to farming activities? It is there that primary sector related to farming activity. It is known as the primary sector. What is there in primary sector? There are many activities that are undertaken directly using the natural resources. Take for example the cultivation of cotton. What is there? The cultivation of cotton, it takes place within a crop season. For the growth of cotton plant, we depend mainly but not entirely on natural factors like rainfall, weather, sunshine and climate. On which we are depending? We are depending. Most of the we are depending but not entirely. Mainly but not entirely. Like on the natural factors like rainfall, sunshine and climate. The product of this activity, cotton, is a natural product. We have read that farming activity or the things related to nature will come under the primary sector. So the cotton has grown here, so cotton is the primary activity. When the primary things goes to the secondary sector and converted, that is known as a secondary sector. Come to the first point again. Primary sector, what is there? The product of this activity. The product of this activity is used by the secondary sector. Cotton is a natural, like cotton was there, cotton was a natural product, right? In this case, what is there? Dairy, we are dependent on biological process of the animals and the availability of fodder, etc. The products are here like milk is also a natural product. So what is there in this? Natural plus farming plus dairy will come under the primary sector. Secondary sector. What is the other name of primary sector? It is known as agriculture sector also. Secondary sector, the conversion of raw material into the finished product is known as the secondary sector. The conversion of the raw material into the finished product is known as manufacturing or the secondary sector. It is related to the manufacturing. What is there? The secondary sector covers activities in which natural products are changed into other forms through ways of manufacturing that we associate with industrial activity. Means what we people are doing, we are taking the raw material from the primary sector. That raw material is converted with the help of industries or the machine, and where it is there, where we are converting in the secondary sector. So the name of the secondary sector is manufacturing sector, secondary sector, as well as industrial sector too. And now here third, tertiary sector. Provides support to other two sector. It is known as a tertiary sector. Service sector also includes some essential services that may not directly help in production of goods. Means they are not producing any goods. Tertiary is not producing any goods, but they are providing help to primary and secondary sector. Which kind of help they are providing? They are providing, like teacher in teaching in school. We are not producing anything, we are not giving anything, but we are providing you service. That is, we are coming under the tertiary sector, like banking, washerman, cobbler, lawyer, and people to administrative and accounting work also comes under the tertiary sector. And in recent time, certain new services based on information technology such as internet cafes, ATMs, software companies, etc. has become important. So all three sectors move hand in hand. But in the present time, this sector is increasing at a very fast speed. So now here comparison of three sectors. Which sectors we have read that primary, secondary and tertiary. Here we will do the comparison of these three sectors. The first, as thousands of activities are going around in all three sectors, it is impossible to take account of every such activity. It means daily thousands of work is done in all three sectors. Thousands of work activities are going around in all three sectors. It is impossible to take account of every such activity. Means if we are going to purchase anything, Then what is there? The thing we have taken from the primary activity converted into manufacturing and use of tertiary sector. Can we use all three things? Can we use all three things? No. How will check? We check only final goods and services. What we will see? Only final goods that is ready to use. The thing that is ready to use will come. Will take that thing only. That check only final goods and services. For example, a farmer who sells wheat to a flour mill at ₹8 per kg. एक farmer ने क्या किया? A farmer has sell his wheat to a flour mill, at the rupee of 8 per kg, and the mill grinds the wheat and sell the flour to the biscuit company for rupees 10 kg. The biscuit company uses the flour and things such as sugar and oil to make the packets of biscuit. It sells the biscuit in the market to the consumer for rupees 60 and 15 per packet. What is there? Here we will not count. Suppose you have purchased these packets 60 rupee. Right, 54 packets you have purchased at the rate of 15. Have you paid the money 8 rupee, 10 rupee for oil and for sugar? Separately have you paid? No. We have paid the thing for that is ready for use. We have paid the money for the ready things. Right. It sells biscuits in the market to the consumer for rupees 60 per packet. So biscuits are final goods. Here biscuits are final goods that we can use the biscuits directly. So goods that reach to the consumer, for that thing we are paying the money. This was there. That we have read economic activities, sectors of Indian economy, three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary, and comparison of three sectors.